What's up, guys? It's time for more Minecraft Xbox 360 edition. So last episode we got some farms set up. They're over there in the distance behind this hill on the other side of the island. Then I also did a great mining trip. I got a lot of iron, some gold too, and we found a mob dungeon. So that's great. That will be a great way to get experience. I also I did this off camera, but I set my skin to the Steve skin because I love this. This is the skin I always used back when I played this. Back when this was my main version of Minecraft, this was always the skin I used because I like it. You know, I think it's great. So, anyways, this episode, what I plan to do, this episode will be all about infrastructure. So, for instance, I need a bridge over to this island. You know, I hate swimming through. This isn't the 1.13 update, so, you know, we're going to need a bridge for this. And then I also want to build a storage system. Where I'll build it, I'm not entirely sure. I'll have to cross that bridge when I come to it. I already have a design for the storage system in mind. I want to build like a sort of massive chest that has a bunch of little chests in it for storage. I totally copied the idea from Grian. He did it in a video. So, yeah, you know, let's just get started on all this. Alright, so I got 31 logs. That should be good enough to cover this. So let's get started on this framing. Move out of the way, sheep. Okay, so I guess 31 logs was not enough. But no biggie, I guess I'm pretty close to finishing the frame. What the? How did a pork chop get here? I never killed a pig here. Did it drown? I mean, all the animals seem to swim up. I don't know how that would have happened. Odd. Alright, so I just slept the night. Here's the framework for the bridge. Now it's time to get started on the actual, you know, the bridge part of the bridge. Ah, shoot, I've just noticed an inconsistency. This one, the second layer is 2, whereas that one is 3. Gotta fix that. And there we go. Got just enough slabs for it. And that's a nice looking bridge. I do want to add some fences though, so I'm gonna go ahead and do that. And there we have it. I didn't have quite enough wood. I had to chop down one more tree, but you know, that's not a big deal. So that's nice. You know, I like this bridge. I think it looks good, you know, especially for 1.0 standards. Oh yeah, about that. It's actually, this version is actually 1.1. I just learned that today. I went on creative mode while I was figuring out the design for the storage system, and I noticed there were spawn eggs. Those were added in either 1.1 or 1.2. So yeah, it's not 1.0, but you know, it's still quite an old version. Alright, next up on the to-do list is that storage system. So I'm going to build it right here. There's plenty of room here. I might want to get rid of this area a little bit just to make more, since I don't want it super cramped up to my house. You know, I want there to be a little bit of wiggle room. So, but you know, it's still a good place. But before I build it, I need to go on a little adventure, because the design I have in mind requires spruce wood, which I do not have in my immediate area. So, it's time for a little intermission to go and search for some spruce wood. This is good because it kind of tackles two projects at the same time. I want to eventually get this map completely filled out, because this map will show the entire world. But then I also need some spruce wood. So if I find spruce wood and fill the map out at the same time, that completes both projects. Wow, this terrain generation is weird. There's a floating little rectangle and a line of dirt. If I saw this like back in 2012, I would have assumed it's Herobrine. Oh, there's a village over there. Now, villages are kind of useless. Well, they're not useless, but they're not very useful, since in this version of Minecraft, villagers cannot trade. That was not added until release 1.3, and this is on version 1.1 or 1.2. It's one of those. I'm not entirely sure. Although, they're not useless, because you can find crops planted there. Oh, there's another one over there. There are crops, and loot in blacksmiths. Aha! Over there. I see some spruce over in the distance. Before I do that, I'll check out this village where one of the houses seems to be partially floating. Lovely. And that one, I don't know how anyone's expected to get in here. Ooh, this is good. Another thing, there are libraries, which are easy access to books. So that means less sugarcane and leather farming. These old villages are so nostalgic. Like, I'm honestly not such a big fan of the 1.14 update. I used to like it, and there are parts of it that I do like, but I think overall it really broke the game, and especially with the texture change, it ruined the old textures are very nostalgic. And so 1.14, to me at least, really marked the end of old Minecraft. Some say that 1.13 did that, and while I agree to an extent, because 1.13 did add some very modern features, I think 1.14 was really the nail in the coffin. Oh my, there are just libraries galore. I might not even need to farm for books at all. Before release 1.3, you needed a lot more bookshelves in order to get max level enchantments. The maximum level used to be 50, not 30. So, and that also carried over to the amount of bookcases you need. So, yeah, you need a lot more. Well, I think the village is more or less looted. Let's get a lot of this spruce and then get out of here. I'm just going to go completely overboard and get a bunch, since I really don't want to come back here. It's quite far from my house. Alright, so I got 1 stack and 27 spruce logs. That should be enough. I sure hope so. So after I craft a new shovel here, I'm going to get some snow as well, since I need snow for the design too. Alright, and I'm on my way back home. Pretty successful outage. I mean, I got the logs, I got the snow, found 2 villages. Not that they're that useful, but it was, got a lot of books from it, so. Alright, here we are, back at home. Let's get started on this, storage system, shall we? You know, it's kind of weird. It looks too tall, but it's not. So the base here, from corner to corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then if I measure from, if I measure the height, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it is a perfect cube, but it looks too tall. Maybe it's just an illusion because these sides aren't built up yet. And there we go, that's the frame done. And I had a lot of spruce wood to spare. I'm just glad better to have too much than too little, generally. So, yeah, let's get the rest of it done. And it's very close to being done. All I need to do is put in a door and some actual chests. I quite like it, you know. It's small, but big enough to have plenty of stuff in it. It's not super, like, eye-catching, but it also looks appealing. I'm proud of it. I like it. And there we have it. Finished up the storage system. And about time, because I have way too much crap in my inventory. Really need to put some of this stuff away. Put away the iron. I always keep 10 iron on me. It's great to do. In case like a tool breaks or something, you can quickly repair it. Alright, there we have it. I installed a door and some torches. So it's light in here, no mobs will spawn. And, you know, while I'm at it, I don't have any lights in my house. I ought to do that. You know what? My entire place could use some lights. I think that would be a good way to finish off the episode. Even though I sleep every night, you know, it'd still be best to just have everything lit up. Ooh, would you look at that? I was just coming over here to light up the farm area, but that's completely ready for a full harvest. I'm kind of split on the new and old wheat texture. I think the old one looks better, although there's a problem with it. It's hard to tell when it's fully grown. So I'm kind of split on it. And it got a bunch of leftover seeds too, so I can almost, I don't think there will be quite enough, but I can almost finish this section. Just as I predicted, I am 2 seeds short. Right, and let's head on home with a 45 hay. No, 45 wheat. I don't know why I called it hay. But I got a good harvest. I'm really enjoying this world. I hope you are enjoying watching it. You know, it's very nostalgic. Got a nice bridge here, a good home, storage system, some farms. It feels very Minecrafty. So, thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.